to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I have a bit of a ramble for you, with some gum chewing, of course. That seems to be enjoyed lately. I went so long without it that I guess people are looking forward to it now. I do have a bit more coming with it, so let's not get into that. Like I said, hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be rambling about some damaged video game cases that I have, or they range between slightly cosmetic damage to a pretty bad situation. In all cases, the game still works, and I have something of a story for some of them. Some of them I'm just showing. I don't know how bad the damage will pick up on camera, but we'll just see as we go along. And I'll go between soft-spoken and whispering and moments of silence and just gum chewing. So we'll get to it. Let's go ahead and jump right in. And I'm going to try to get worse as we go along. So we're starting off not too bad here with Batman Arkham Knight. So just on camera doesn't look too bad. It's got some slight warping, not too bad. It's really in the spine, you can see. Got these slight tears. I got very lucky with this. You got some weird marks back here, but this case itself, the green case itself, was not for Arkham Knight. My story for this was that the case it was in got so damaged that I ended up just taking the art, the paper sleeve, all the filler material in the disc, and putting it in a new case. I don't remember what game this initially was. I mean, it clearly was not in perfect condition, but you gotta understand it was in really bad shape. And I don't have that case anymore, so I'm assuming I probably sold that game pre-owned or just let someone have it. But anyway, the story with this is I didn't know how. I'll try to keep it short. I didn't know how the campers worked. I've always been just a tent camper. And I had a friend whose family had a camper. They invited me to go out while I was sleeping over at their house. So I had brought some Xbox games for them to try. It wasn't too long after Arkham Knight had come out. And long story short, it was one of those nicer ones where like it expands. So if you've got the vehicle, like the part that'll be where you sit and like really walk around the camper, it expands out. Well, my backpack got caught in the mechanism of all that, and the game and some of my other belongings, nothing of really any value, were kind of crushed between like the hydraulics of it. They got pulled in. I still have the bag. The bag's fine. This case was pretty much the only thing that broke. It was pretty much the only game that I brought. And all that matters to me is the disc is fine to this day. The neighbor's dog started barking, but yeah. The disc is perfectly fine, but like it had bent like that, and somehow the disc got separated from the little, whatever this little thing is, and it just kind of rolled around in there. But it was all fine. The disc works to this day. It's all fine. But you can see kind of where there was damage. But like I said, we're starting off not too bad. They only get worse from here. So let's go and jump in. This second one isn't, like, this is the last kind of alright one. The reason I included this, besides all the pre-owned wear and tear that you get on a game like this, and these stickers you can't remove, and all that not fun stuff, is this never really seals. I just don't like these cheap replacement cases. I never did. I've always hated them, and that's really the only reason I'm putting it here. However, I do miss this art that GameStop had for their pre-owned games. So, as much as I miss that stuff, this is kind of just a shout out, but like I said, it's stuff like that where it never really closes. It closes at the top, but the bottom will forever be open, and that's always something that'll bother me. But anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the not bad ones. Let's get into where it gets interesting. This is a game that my friend tried to trade in, but ain't nobody wanted Disney Infinity. You got all these cracks in it. However, this one does close, and you can see it's really just not in great shape. Well, the manual's fine, you know, if you want the manual. I don't know. I've never tried playing this. I don't have the whatever you need for it. The disc is all kinds of scratched. I'm not going to show you because you're not getting a face review today. But yeah, so not great condition and not a great game either. Not something that I would have bought for myself. But like I said, he tried to trade it in, but no one would take it. Or maybe he thought it was worth more, I don't know. Anyway, he just gave it to me at some point, and whatever. I never got rid of it after all these years. So, we have 3 more. These are the ones that are not great. So, we start off with Super Mario Sunshine. It's not picking up bad here, but in real life, these are all bumpy, and you can't see the texture. But it is super, super warped and sun damaged, and you can kind of see it. Like, that's the art, not just the case itself. It's really not great. So, AC unit's going off, but you can see all these bumps and stuff. The inside's not too bad. You're just gonna have to trust me on this. It is probably my most scratched disc. This was gifted to me by a friend, or not gifted, I paid for this. Actually, I forgot. Because he was going to trade it in, but he lived far as fuck away from anywhere, and I kind of wanted a copy of Sunshine. I've never tested this. I bought it relatively in close proximity to when I joined the military, and I just never tried this specific copy. And then I got the 3D All-Stars pack, so I used to have my own copy, so. But anyway, I thought this would pick up better. You can kind of see it. You're just going to have to trust me that it's not great. And maybe I should have done this backwards, and it would be more interesting, but I received Little Big Planet 3 like this. From a friend of mine, his dog or something. I don't know how this happens, but the whole plastic, like piece for the art is just gone. I don't know. No, if that code will work for you. I don't think I've ever actually tried to use it. I'm sure he did, but anyway. Little Big Planet 3, Day 1 edition. Torn to absolute shreds. The disc works just fine, though. And then the reason I started this video, kind of the inspiration for it, is the same friend I got Super Mario Sunshine from. I received Star Fox Assault as a gift. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's not great. But when you receive a free game, you know, you accept it. I have replaced it. That's why there's nothing in here. But, I mean, it's just... So what happened in this case is, this one I know for a fact because I was there when it happened. He had a dog named Snoopy, Beagle. He was so adorable, but They brought him in for a hurricane or something that was happening. And he got so scared, he just started messing with stuff. He knocked over a shelf and then started chewing on Star Fox's salt. And that's how we found it in all of its former glory. Absolutely distraught, the art, yeah. So, this was kind of my inspiration for it. He really wanted me to play Star Fox Assault. I've been getting into Star Fox lately. And that's why he gave this to me. He had bought a better copy for himself years ago and just held on to a second copy. So I bought a replacement case on eBay. It's in absolutely stellar condition. See, this is how you do a replacement case. I don't know if this was genuine Nintendo case and they just reprinted the art, but it feels like it. Now, the good thing is with what he got me, the manual it came with is fine. So I get to say I have the full, complete experience. I have the manual, I have the other, like, Nintendo adverts and health and safety booklets in my Nintendo and whatever. Now, this is also torn up a bit, scratched, not damaged by the dog, but anyway. I didn't want to spend too much time today, but I do have, these are my most, quote-unquote, most, I almost dropped the whole stack. It's just going down, hold up. Really screwed that up. But anyway, some of them aren't bad, but some of them, 2 of them are really bad. One of them is aight, and then a few of them have case damage. And there's more that are scratched or cracked on the edges, but for the life of me, when I did my quick gander through my collection, I just couldn't find them. But I was talking to my friend about this, and he likes having pristine cases. A different friend. And I'm like, sure, that's nice, but I buy pre-owned games all the time. I did as a kid. You know, from a young age, I felt guilty about asking for anything expensive. So at some point, I just, you kind of get okay with that kind of stuff. As long as the game works, that's all I'm worried about. But, I mean, in the case of Star Fox Assault, I don't have a GameCube collection. I have 3 games, and I wanted Star Fox Assault to be in good condition. There's a few games that I would go out of my way to, like Little Big Planet 3. I wanted to at least have art, so I will replace that one at some point. But like all these other damaged cases, like I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy a new copy of TMNT for the PS2, And I'm not going to buy a case for it unless I start getting rich. And I'm not keeping Infinity either. Anyway, the point that I'm making is this. I was curious how you guys felt about it. Do you guys think that it's super important to have all your cases in really good condition? Or are you, like me, are you of the camp that if the game works, it's fine? It was something to do a video. I will not be holding on to this. I don't know if I said that, but I thought it. But anyway, like I said, I thought it'd be a quick little video. Nothing complicated, nothing world or life-changing, but you guys can let me know your thoughts. Please do. I'd love to hear it. I'm trying to set up a good thumbnail now. I feel like I'm too close to the camera for some reason. I think I need to bring it all back, but I think this is, what do you think? You guys think that's an alright thumbnail? Around the 10-minute mark, I'll find that. So I'll probably go with that, but anyway. I have a few more videos I'm going to do today, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for now.